Hey, what's up, YouTube? Um, I just wanted to put my opinion on this. I'm probably going to mention it a couple of times as far as what we use to like a lit, just like a litmus test, or about like certain fighters. What do you use to like measure you know a fighter's skill level and whatnot? Does a fighter have a jab? Does he have great foot movement, head movement, ring IQ, and all this other stuff, right? And a lot of this is discussed in YouTube boxing community and like videos and the commentary and stuff like that. With trainers and stuff, and what they focus on is individuals' flaws and stuff like that. But what I want to focus on is not the flaws, but what we know as being power. And it's power is also in boxing is like an eraser. So it's like you're drawing this map on the board, you're doing all these mathematical equations, and you got a blueprint or a formula on like a dry eraser board, on a chalkboard, or something like that. And you're doing all this hard work. And, putting a formula together, making sure your penmanship is right, the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. And all it takes is for you to turn your back, or maybe not even pay attention, or just step away and, marvel at, what you've written on this board, this great chalkboard. Or it can even be something online or something like that. But also one needs is to hit delete, or take the dry eraser and like just wipe it all away, and it means nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think, and that's how I feel about certain fighters like with power that has like brute power. I'm talking about they hit you and you fall asleep type power. And I've seen it, man. I just seen it. Certain fighters that just that, man. If you're not on it, if you're not paying attention, if you turn your back, someone's gonna you're gonna get erased, man. Someone's gonna erase all your hard work. You're gonna get deleted, man. All your stuff is gonna get deleted. You're just gonna be erased. So everything you've done is gonna be irrelevant. I mean, look at Hassan Nadam. Hell, he can box, man. He can box. He can move. Got a slick jab. But as soon as he gets touched with someone with power, man, all his hard work has been deleted. Especially for that round, it's like, dude, you got to take a step back, man. Especially with Kid Chocolate. I mean, Kid Chocolate only beat him on points decision. But what, 3-4 rounds maybe or so? So he was like winning rounds. But the fact that Quillen was able to get these knockdowns, it leveled the playing field in the favor of Quillen because he had the power. He was able to erase all that stuff. He's like, oh, nice painting. Here's some paint thinner, and just mess up his whole world. You know what I'm saying? And it's like building a sandcastle. Some kid comes along, just kicks the sandcastle. The wave comes in, what Teddy Atlas was using, and just you gotta keep pushing back that sandcastle, man, until there ain't no more real estate left. It don't matter. it don't matter. And I just wanted to say this because someone had made a comment on a fighter and stuff like that. And usually, I hear a lot of it's the same thing they did with Deontay Wilder, man. They kept talking about, oh, we don't know about this, we don't know about that. It's like the only thing I know, and that we know for sure, is that if he hits someone with that right hand, it's a game changer. And what we found out in his last fight, which I already knew, if he hits someone with the left hook, he can knock him down with that one too. So we know he has power on both hands, and if he touches you, whether he needs you at distance or not, you will be baptized, man. You will be baptized. So, in my opinion, as far as evaluating talent and stuff like that, when a dude has power to erase all your hard work, just like Julian Jackson probably did many times, especially the one I really remember is the Hurl Bomber Julian Jackson one. It was like, yo, you need a knockout. And it's like Julian Jackson just threw that, that left hook and got the knockout, man. He knocked the dude out cold. It was because he decided, like, oh, I'm going to knock this dude out. Or like George Foreman, knockout power, just pure power, man. Just like laying on you, like, boom, you down, like go to sleep. Just go to sleep. I'm done playing. I'm gonna hit you, and you're gonna lay down. Not thudding power like what Danny did to Paulie. He broke him down because he was just so damn strong. He just broke him down. I'm talking about power where Paulie gets hit and he goes to sleep. So, anyway, I think, in my opinion, with guys like that, you just can't expect them to look human when they have supernatural power. When they able to just press the button and delete you and delete all your hard work and just throw your profile and rip up your resume. He's like, look, I don't even need to look. I'm just, because I got the power to do that. I'm just going to wipe you off the board. Those guys, in my opinion, should be thus critiqued on the talent that they face. Yeah, it's just like Gennady Golovkin. We were like, oh, he's getting knocked. He knocking guys out, but now we want to see him knock out higher level, higher skill level fighters. So we give him credit for knockout. He got knockout power. We know that. We get that. Now we want to see not only how he does it, but can he do that against higher echelon of opponents? Whether he looks bad or not, can he still knock him out? So, yeah, that's just my little 2 cents. So I think we ought to just have, with these guys that have like these supernatural, power, that's able to lay dudes down on the ground. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think we should be so critical of the little nuances in the game, because they don't have to set up punches to knock guys out. All they have to do is pretty much keep to certain basics and get a punch in, and the game is over, man. So the game is over. They got it. That's why he call it the great equalizer. They got the equalizer, man. They got the great equalizer. They got the eraser, So they in the fight for 12 rounds. However long the fight is going, they're in it. They're in it because they can just wipe you out. So, man, let me know what y'all think about critiquing these, power punchers like Deontay Wilder, GGG, and a few other heavy-fisted fighters. I think you could put Chocolito Gonzalez maybe in there. Guys who are highly, Oh, Kid Chocolate. Oh, Andy Lee. He's got a high knockout ratio. But guys with like high knockout ratios, like maybe 80, 90%. Let's say let's go extreme. Let's say 90% knockout rating, or at least 80% or so, man. But what do you think about those guys having to be like master boxers and stuff like that? Are they being like are people being too critical on those guys because they knocking out everybody? All right, catch y'all later. Bye.